children, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to start with chapter number 22, our torchbearers. Do everyone knows who are torchbearers? They are the great people who light the path for the others with their ideas, thoughts, right? To make their country, right? What to make us proud for our country. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the freedom fighters and some people, those who did hard work for our country to make our country to us, to take our country to our great height. So here we will study about the religious leaders: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Zoroastrianism, social reformer like Kabi, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Ramabai Ranade. We have some scholar and scientists like great ruler kings Ashoka, Krishnadev Rai and Akbar. All this we are going to study in this chapter. Let's move towards it. First of all, in the past, you all know that there have been a people of great spirit and intelligence. They have served all their lives, thought, word, and action. So, in our country, what people are following? Various religions live in peace and harmony. They are free to follow and preach the religion of their choice. Ours is a land where Hindu, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Jain, Buddhism, and Parsis, they all live together. So let's study about the religious leader. What are religious leaders? Religious leader of all the religions have all guided us to live in peace and harmony and become what? A better human being. So they have taught us to live and let live. We will read about the famous religious leader which is associated with their religion. Every state in India has its own language. Hindi and English serve as the official language at the center. Different forms of speaking the same language, what we call it, dialects. For example, Hindi is spoken in several languages, several ways. Each language has its own style of writing, which is called script. Like Hindi is written in Devanagari script and English in Ro. Now, let's study about religion. First is Hinduism. So, Hinduism is an ancient and rich religion. The Vedas, Upanishad, Purans are the holy book of the Hindus. The two great epics are Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mirabai, Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu and Tukaram, these are the great Hindu saints. We have Adi Shankaracharya. And Dayanand Saraswati, you can see the Dayanand and Swami Vivekananda. What are these? These are they have explained the teaching of Hinduism and some of the great Hinduist leaders also. Now Buddhism. So the religion is based on Lord Buddha teaching, that is Buddhism. Followers are Buddhist and they are in India also, Japan also, Thailand also and many South Asian countries. In Gaya, under a people tree, Buddha what did he did? He attained enlightenment over there. From that day we know as he was known as Lord Buddha. What he preached? Non-violence and love for the humanity. Now teaching of Buddha. What are the teaching of Buddhas? That is, know the truth, say nothing to hurt others. You have not to say the things that hurt others. Practice meditation, control your thoughts. Right? Resist evil, free your mind from evil, work for the good of others and respect life. These all are the teaching of Buddha. Now Jainism, you have Lord Mahavira. He is the founder of Jainism. His followers are called Jains. What they follow? Gossip of right conduct, right faith, right knowledge and non-violence. Jainism has two sects, that is Shwetambar or Digambar. Pavapur in Bihar, what it is? It is the birthplace of Mahavira, right? And in the pilgrimage of Jains. Next is teaching of Mahavira Swami. Truthfulness, speak the harmless truth only. No non-stealing, not to take anything not properly given. Chastity, not to indulge in sensual pleasure. Non-possession, detachment from the people, places and material things. Sure. Next is Islam. Prophet Muhammad was the founder of Islam. He spread message of unity among many tribes of Arabia. Prophet taught them to live there peacefully with one another. His followers are called Muslim, and Quran is the holy book over here. Next is Christianity. The followers of Jesus Christ are called Christians, right? He taught his followers the importance of love and peace. The Bible is the holy book of Christian. Bible, what it is? Holy book of Christian. Next is Sikhism. Guru Nanak Dev, one of the most important founder of Sikh religion. He said that there was only one God and all human are like his children. We all are what? Children of the God. He believed that superstition and blind faith are the enemies of the people. He was the first Guru of Sikh religion. Guru Granth Sahib. What it is? Holy book of Sikh. Now, Zoroastrianism. Prophet Zoroaster founded Parsi religion. He taught that the victory of good over evil brings peace and happiness. So, Jain Avesta is the holy book. This is the holy book of Zoroastrianism religion. Now, social reformer. First is a Kabir. You can see the image over here. He strongly opposed the caste system and declared that all are equal. He was against the caste system, and what did he declare? Everyone is equal over here. He was against the religious rituals and custom. He declared God do not live in temples or mosques, but in the hearts of the worshipper. He preached his thoughts through dohas, which are popular even now. We study in our Hindi also the dohas of Kabir. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he was against the evil custom like child marriage, illiteracy, practice of sati in India. He supported the remarriage of widows. And what did he founded? He founded Brahmo Samaj in 1828. Brahmo Samaj was against the idea of polygamy, child marriage, and what it advocated for the women share in property. Women should also get share in the property. Now, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan felt that education was important for all. He worked for the improvement of the women's status in society. He founded a college at Aligarh. This college was now grown into a famous Aligarh Muslim University. He believes that unity of all religion followers and communal harmony. Next is Ramabai Ranade. She devoted her entire life for improving the condition of women in Indian society. What she founded? Poonam Pune Seva Sagak. And to achieve this aim, young women, especially widows, are trained to become financial independent. This organization also worked for the welfare of the orphan children. She was in favor to provide what? Education to women and to discourage and fight against the practice of child marriage. Now, let's study about the scholar and scientist. India was a center of learning even in ancient time. Its scholars and scientists have made great contribution in the field of mathematics, astronomy and medical science. If we talk about in the field of mathematics, India has made the major contribution where first to introduce digit 0 and the concept of writing 1 to 10 was written today, which also originated in India. The concept of carried to Europe and Arabian countries by the Arabs who learned it from Indian mathematicians. Now Aryabhatta and Brahmira was a great astronomer. The first satellite sent into space by India is named after Aryabhatta. Charaka and Shushruth was the famous medical scientist. Chark Samhita is the book of medicine and surgery, which was written in ancient times by Charak Rishi. Its contents are still in use. Ayurveda is the method of preparing herbal medicine. Our country is well known for the field of science and technology. Indian scientists like C.V. Dhawan, J.C. Bose, and we have Homi Jahangir Bhabha, Vikram Sarabhai, J.J. Narpiller, A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. These are which APJ Abdul Kalam is also known as Missile Man of India. Question can be asked to you, you should keep it in the mind. These all have recognized all over the world for their contribution. So these are the peoples those who have contributed in the science and technology. Now the great ruler kings. India history is full of great people. Many rulers in the past have played an important role in shaping the destiny of our country. Many kings work for the welfare of the subject and they also always remember and respected for their good work. Now first King Ashoka. Ashoka, the great ruler, He was the greatest modern king. He ruled over the large part of India about 2200 years ago. Patliputra was known as Patna, that is capital, and once he fought the battle against King of Kalinga. Though he won the battle, his heart was deeply moved by the death of thousands of innocent people. He decided never to wage a war again. He spent the rest of his life in looking after his people. He spread the message of love, peace, and truth. What he built? Roads, planted trees, built rest houses for traveler, and he became a follower of Buddha. He got the teaching of Buddha carved on the pillars and rock. One of these pillars at Sarnath has fold and they were set it back to back, and this has been adopted by our government as the national emblem of India. Now, King Krishnadev Rai. Krishnadev Rai, a ruler of South India, fought and won battles. He was also a great administrator, poet, and the lover of art. He respected all the religions and had them liberally. He had a big library at his capital, Vijayanagar. He built beautiful palaces, garden, fountains, temple. The kingdom of Vijayanagar was rich and prosperous. He was the greatest ruler in the history of Vijayanagar Empire. He was one of the most powerful of all Hindu ruler of India. Now King Akbar, great Mughal ruler, everyone knows, he respected all religion. He had a number of poets, singers, musicians and wise men in his court. They were known as Navratan. That is nine Navratna. The name of Birbal is also associated with Akbar. He was one of the Navratan. He built many buildings, beautiful buildings, and the new capital city at Fatehpur Sikri, which is in Agra. Akbar tried to create a new system of modern teaching, combining elements of Islam, Hinduism, and other religions. He called the system Din-e-Hilai, means religion of God. Right? This was all about our thoughts here. Hope you understood each and everything. Now we will meet in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you.